Now, can you hear this?
Can you hear me now?
Hey, Joby.
Yes.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes?
Yes. Thumb tie.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Now,
man.
this is how we do shows, isn't it?
I'm never going to go into
Demand that all the
stuff.
shows are
Are you drinking tonight, Rachel?
I'm out of alcohol.
Out completely?
The stuff that still exists in our house, I would never drink. It's like 20 years old.
Maybe
go
it's
back.
I don't know
good.
why we still have it.
She's out of alcohol and she's out of toilet paper. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Let the apocalypse begin.
All right. Hey, everybody. This is 10 Junk Miles. I'm Scott Coomer with Holly Lindroth,
Hello.
Adam Benkers,
Hello?
Rachel Engel,
Hi.
and we don't have a guest yet because this is kind of like the test run. We're just going to see if we can somehow make this work. I don't know with the audio and the delay and all that, if it's going to be stupid and no one's going to like it.
It's gonna be horrible.
We'll just, what did you say?
I said it's going to be horrible.
Oh, well, so we'll just.
Or maybe great.
Well,
Maybe great.
Maybe we can offer it up at a discounted price. Maybe we could just do a free.
A free.
There we go.
A free.
So this is a runners podcast by runners for runners, and we are experimenting with the Zoom during the time of the Corona. Do we have a name, official name for this era?
The time of the Corona. In the time of the Corona.
Corona
Yes.
era.
Yeah.
If
I like
if
to
this
call
is
it the COVIDs.
Quarantine.
quarantine.
Ooh, that's good.
quarantine. Oh, I like that.
Quarantine.
Quarantine.
During the quarantine, we're gonna do this. Hopefully, it works out and we can get a guest and all that. But most importantly,
Let me go get somebody?
I know Imogen was excited, but then we put a movie on and now she forgot about it completely.
What movie?
Angry Birds 2.
Oh,
How many times has she seen Angry Birds 2? What's the over-under on that? Like 10?
I think she's seen it once, but she says she hasn't. So I don't know who's right.
So that's kind of like when Kyla's seen a movie and she says, I think I've seen this. I'm like, well, what is it about? I don't know. How does it end? I don't know. Who's in it? I don't know. I'm like, well, then what difference does it make if you saw it?
Right.
I remember more movies that Josie's seen than she remembers.
See?
Like,
All right, so let me finish this intro. So we have two different kinds of formats. We have a long run and we have a group show. This is a group show. This episode is brought to you by, nobody knows. We'll figure that out later. And this is just a bunch of people in their basement running. I just did the Run the Riot podcast with Ryan, not Ryan Theriot, because he was a Cub. This was
yeah.
David Theriot,
Amazing.
not Ryan at all, who loves the Lugaroo, by the way.
oh, me too.
Telling me on the Lugaroo. We talked about you several times.
Does
But
he know me?
basically, He did not know you, no. But it was kind of like remember when we were talking about Jim Arnold on the turkey trot with the just push record and then the other guy talks? I feel like I just talked for like 2 hours straight and then we had to go. And that was it. So I don't know. We'll see if it turned out well. Anyway, if you want to, there's some new stuff going on. I have a couple big interviews coming out. I have Cassie Kotke in the hopper, who was really cool. Rachel, did you look into her workout stuff?
No, I'm going to. I promise.
Rachel's looking for some at-home. She's been doing a lot of good at-home stuff. She's up in the Paper Valley where Adam's from, up in
Where toilet paper's from.
Nina.
Yeah, that's where all toilet paper's made.
Really?
Rachel doesn't know about toilet paper.
No. What is that again?
How many days are you straight on?
You really use paper to wipe your bottom parts after you go to the bathroom? I've heard of it, but I've never, it's foreign concept to me now.
Are you like 2 weeks no toilet paper?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What are you doing?
yeah, we
Baby wipes and a garbage can.
So you still
Shitting in the
have a
garbage
supply
can?
of the baby wipes?
What? You can't flush baby wipes. So you wipe. and
Some are
then you put-
flushable. You can get the flushable ones.
There are flushable
Not
ones.
at the store. They're also out, as with every other paper product. So
I was thinking about this the other day because you guys were talking about, like Holly was talking about, like, you got to stay inside. Nobody should go outside. And I'm like, why shouldn't you go outside? Like, I can go run outside. What's the big deal? And then I thought, your density of population where you guys live in the same geographic area is like 10,000 times mine.
Yeah. That's
Like,
why
Yeah.
that's
10,000
why
times.
it's been so bad in some places like New York, like because you can't go outside without contacting other human beings. Ether.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And their shit and spit is just floating in the air.
I went
Yeah.
on a 7.4 mile run today. I saw 3 people.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. I've been like having to run in the street. There's like nobody in Chicago. So if they're like, I get scared of people on the sidewalk and I'm like, all right, I'll just run in the street since there's no friggin' cars.
Yep.
Yeah. That's got to be weird with no cars,
It's
right?
really weird.
So weird. Like I go into a busy intersection and there's just no one. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
I was on my
It's
deck the
nuts.
other night. It was like 10 o'clock at night. And there was, usually I hear traffic from the busy Randall Road. And all I heard was crickets. There weren't even airplanes. I was like,
That's weird.
because we're like 45 minutes from O'Hare, so the airplanes fly. They're slowing down as they're going over our house, so you constantly hear them, But no,
Yeah.
I saw an airplane the other day and I was like, whoa.
whoa.
Didn't
I
even
know.
they were still doing that.
We saw a Southwest plane flying into Midway and we were like, whoa, look at that. It's like amazing.
So yeah, I did my run today, and well, let's just go around the room. Let's talk about running. We'll do segment one. Like, how many runs did you do last week, and what have you been doing? I think I did like 20-ish last week. Well, we could have a whole segment on this, but there's kind of like a feeling of what's the point? Like a lot of that. Like there's all this scary shit going on, and people are dying, and like the whole world's ending, and it's like, and I'm worried about getting my run in. It just seems like my run has become so much smaller in comparison to the rest of the world. But I did get some runs in, and I talked to Liza a little bit, and then today I did a 6-mile run with some pickups. Now I don't have my treadmill, and I don't have my hill, so I'm kind of like, it's just me and the sidewalk at this point. But so that's what I've been running, maybe like one on, one off, getting like an hour in, and that's about it. Rachel?
Yeah, I kind of been the same way. Like I've lost motivation. I'm almost like afraid to go outside and run in some weird way. Like either it's socially unacceptable or maybe I'm exposing my family and I don't know I am. So it's been like 1 or 2 miles at a time. Maybe long day I did one was like 6 miles or so. And kind of off and on. Like today I just did one with Imogen. A lot of it's just been to get her out of the house. And the
You gotta
dog.
take Blaine out too, right?
What's up?
You got to take the dog out, Blaine, right?
Yes, yeah. So the dog and Imogen. Most of my runs have been either with the dog or Imogen.
Time
Because
out.
you live right downtown.
Yeah.
Where do you take him to go to the bathroom? Does he just shit on the sidewalk?
Yes. Yeah, he has no problem shitting on the sidewalk.
Scott wants to ask a question.
Scott, your hand is raised.
I feel like we pushed away from this. Rachel's not able to use toilet paper thing a little too quickly, because we got the story about you said baby wipes and garbage cans, and are you shitting in the garbage can? What are you doing with the
No, in the toilet. I'm using the wipes to wipe after that and then putting the wipe in the garbage can. But if the garbage can isn't right next to the toilet, then people just accidentally throw it in the toilet, which is a recipe for clogging your toilet.
Have there been any discussions in your family household about the etiquette of the garbage can wipe?
Like you have to put it poop face down?
Right, yeah, that kind of stuff,
No, we have not.
No,
But
no.
everyone's doing it anyway. So I think it's just something that's natural instinct. Scott, your hand is raised.
I have another question. Has anybody talked to Dr. Fauci about, let's say we survived the corona? Is it good that we got this much poop moving around inside of Rachel's house? Because that doesn't seem safe either, really.
Yeah, I think that trapping us inside of my house has been a lesson in less than sanitary conditions.
Are we all going to get the pink eye?
Wash your hands, Scott. You just gotta wash your hands.
All right, thanks for raising the awareness on the hand washing issue. I didn't know about that. All right, so sorry, back to you. You feel guilty, but you're getting some runs in. And
Yeah.
Are you training for anything?
No, I was training for Pot 150, which would have been this weekend. but I'm not doing 150 miles around my house. So I'm not have no other race that I signed up for this year. That was my only one.
Adam,
I ran 4 times last week. Whatever Ellie told me to do on the thing. It was like 30 miles. So that's about it. She's been having me do a lot of speed now because I don't have anything for like till Leadville, assuming that happens. So
Right.
this week I think I have like 3 speed sessions.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You were
I
like
mile repeats today. It was crazy. I don't know if I've ever done those. So
Sounds fun.
You
we
said
should
you
cut the
like
long run way back. Like I was up to like 23 miles for that. Now I'm down to like, 10
Mm-hmm.
like that. So I don't know.
Ollie's got beer in her mouth.
What are you drinking?
This is
I've had that.
Lazarite by War Pigs. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
IPA.
Gathered in their messes. Sorry, I was just singing War Pigs.
What was it? I didn't know that was a song.
Just like witches at black masses. Sorry. Tell us about
Hi.
Right?
What?
It's Black Sabbath, right?
Yes, Black Sabbath. That's exactly
Yeah.
right. See? Good to know everybody's not ignorant on the show.
I didn't know that.
Who
Was
I'm looking at when I say that.
I was like,
Looking at the 2 ladies in the middle up there.
Okay. Yeah, when you look at the camera, it's all the same place to us.
yeah.
Whether
Like,
you're
I'm
looking
right
at
here.
Adam
Adam's
or
over
Holly
there.
or me, it's all the same place.
I think
Right.
this could cause like an epileptic seizure too, because it keeps switching, and I'm just like,
You have to go to the gallery view.
Gallery view.
Gallery view.
Where's
At the
that?
top right hand corner. You switch from your
Oh,
evil
that's
speaker.
what it
Oh,
is.
there you go.
Oh,
Now
look at that.
everyone's the same.
oh my god!
Otherwise, I just had little thumbtacks of you guys.
Yeah, no,
I
this
feel like
is
a weight's
better.
been lifted off my shoulders.
You know what's great about this
What?
is that I can fart and no one smells it.
How many times have you farted so far?
At least twice.
Well, what's over under by the end of the show?
10.
Don't your family members smell it?
No, I'm in the room by myself. My cat smells it. He doesn't care.
So is that
The
painting
picture's really dark too, Rachel. Like you don't have good lighting or something.
I know it's because my light is right behind me, so it's making me dark.
I like that painting of Grover's dad behind you.
Yeah, so I've got painting of a koala and a caracal, and I did those a long time ago. It's Brian.
Grover's dad.
Grover's dad.
That's awesome.
It's Cookie Monster.
What were we talking about? Adam's training. Holly's?
We're on to Holly's training now.
Me. I did 6 runs last week with a total of 40 miles. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm keeping them short. I think my longest was 12, but I did it into like hour and 10-minute sections. I didn't do it all at once. Just because I feel weird about being out there for so long. Because I feel like it's kind of wrong. And then I go out there and I'm like, this is good. And then I'm like, wait, should I be out here? I shouldn't be out here. And then I go back inside.
So you feel like it's morally wrong or dangerous, or what is it? What is the feeling?
Both. I mean, I feel like in Chicago, we were told to stay inside. And so me being outside for a long time makes me feel like I'm defying orders, and then I get scared.
Yeah, the mayor's gonna come yell at you.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah,
a
she's
scary
gonna get
mayor
real
who's
mad.
really mean.
Yeah. But when I'm out there, it feels great. But then I get a little bit inside my head, like on that really windy day, I was like, shit, are these COVIDs just like flying in my mouth right now? That's all I could think about. It's just like,
outside.
You're probably safer on a windy day.
You're safest to be outside, probably.
Yeah.
UV rays kill the virus, and then the wind carries it all away.
yeah,
chances
going in my mouth.
I mean, I think the chances of getting it outside is like way, 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 way less.
Yeah.
I feel
Dude,
really good
you hear
about the
stuff
fact.
like, oh, it can hang in the air for 3 hours. But, like it logically doesn't make sense because it's like a fear. But I don't know enough about it to know that if that's true or not.
since I said that, I should give you guys my credentials. Let me go get the crayon and a piece of paper because I have none.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it all week, but it feels like the thing I keep saying is nobody knows anything about anything. Basically.
Right.
Basically.
We could all be, but
Except for Como, he seems to talk every day for like an hour.
who?
Andrew Como from New York.
Oh,
Like, why is he holding a presser like every day for like an hour?
nobody ever asks him questions either. That's just weird.
No, it's
You just let
weird.
him talk. He's telling stories about his grandma.
What are you talking about?
I stopped watching the news. I
Right.
watched just like sporadically because it stressed me out and I was getting sick.
Oh yeah.
And every night I was convinced I needed to go to the hospital. And I'm just like, so I got like tune it out. I watch the stocks just a little bit. And once in a while, like if the governor comes on, I might watch
Touch
it.
your face. Stop touching your face.
Well, I'm at home now. All this stuff is safe.
Are you
It's
sure?
it's been 2 weeks since I've been around any dirty strangers
Like me?
like you guys. So I feel like if I don't fuck it up, I might be okay.
Yeah.
Don't look it out, right?
Yeah.
Or it's in the air, blowing around and whatever. I also think there's a lot of new chemicals out there because I've been feeling like weird,
Everyone's cleaning everything all the time.
Yes.
Also allergies.
Yeah.
And it is
Seasonal allergies. What's
Yeah.
My
that?
nose has been running a little bit, and I'm like, is that the COVID?
Yep. Every time Tyler sneezes, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, and it's that thing that we were talking about on the chat. I was talking to a guy today from Oklahoma, and it's so weird. You talk to someone who is a week behind us.
Were you talking about the Tiger King? Oklahoma?
No. Run the Riot podcast.
Oh, okay.
And he was just like, kind of like they just closed the restaurants, and why can't we go to restaurants? And like there's nothing to worry about here. I mean, side note, there's a case in Greenland, there's a case in Alamosa, there's a case in Telluride. I mean, it's everywhere. So the fact that people think that it ain't where they are is scary enough. But I was telling him a little bit about what we were going through, and he had never thought about this thing that like Sarah Lavender Smith said when her husband got taken away, that he's going to the hospital and they might put him on a ventilator, and you don't get to go. You don't get to visit them. You may never see them again. If it's one of your kids, you don't get to go, and they're there and they're alone and they're scared. And like, that is fucking terrifying.
Yeah. That's probably the scariest thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's a scary. And then imagine just being in a room on a ventilator with a whole bunch of other people on ventilators. It's got to be enough panic to make you have a panic attack right there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
What did we talk about before this happened? I don't even remember.
Nothing.
I
Nothing.
know.
Like, I don't even remember. Like, it's like seems to dominate almost every conversation I've had for weeks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how much conversing? So we know Holly lives alone. So she's talking to the cat, and the cat can't testify. So
Yeah,
It's
George.
go to work, so that helps. But
how much talking are you doing interfamily all day, Adam?
so me, like during the day, I'm very little probably because everybody kind of is in their own space. Like the kids are all kind of in their room doing their own thing. When school was going on, they would be doing their schoolwork, and then when that was done, they'd just play video games or watch Netflix. So we still do like family dinner, and we've done a few like card nights, and we take a walk with the dog every night, kind of as a family. So it's really
Aw,
the
that's
same,
nice.
you know.
I mean, for me, like
You see George?
I see a tail.
Yeah.
I'm in the office down here all day, and Kyla's upstairs all day, and we like meet like 2 or 3 times for like 5 minutes, but we don't really interact at all. I mean, we're just both
Really?
doing our own thing.
Yeah, I mean, like Josie's down, she's in the basement working, so she kind of set up herself an office down there because she's on the phone a lot, like on conference calls, and it's annoying if she's around because then we have to be quiet. And
Yeah.
she went down in the basement, and I have the office where I'm at now on the first floor, just off the kitchen, and that's where I usually am during the day anyways, doing stuff. And then the kids are upstairs in their room, so I mean, it's pretty quiet during the day. And now that we're on spring break, the kids are up like till 3 o'clock in the morning, and then they sleep till like 1. So
Does anybody
My
care?
schedule has gone out
nobody
the window.
cares. It's time's irrelevant, pretty much. Doesn't even matter.
Nope.
Rachel,
Rachel,
what about you?
you
You're
have like 3 people in an apartment. So
Yeah, we have 2 cats, a dog, a man, a woman, and a child.
How many square feet?
1,400.
And no one's been killed at all.
No one's died yet. Although the dog has gotten a little more aggressive towards the cat, so we're like, we have to do some retraining. Luckily, we're all home to do that. So, yeah, we talk all the time. Like, it's constant. The Imogen does need some help with her schoolwork, and Brian and I are constantly talking about stuff. We kind of gotta watch it though sometimes, because we'll talk about like news and Imogen's right there, and usually that's fine, but news is so scary now. Like, we kind of gotta watch it. Like, it could really freak her out.
Yeah.
So
I thought what you were going to say is that you and Brian get together sometimes and you're like, I don't know fucking logarithms. How are we going to teach this kid this shit? You know?
no, her school is actually doing, like, I barely really have to participate. They send out a schedule, and she goes on this app called Seesaw, and she gets her class stuff at certain times, and she does it, and it comes with all this video instruction. And then her class does these Zoom meetings twice a day. So I barely have to pay attention.
What about
There's sometimes when she'll just want to like get through it as fast as possible and not do the actual work, and then I have to be like, okay, you have to do this and you have to do this. But yeah, yesterday I was so hungover, I like didn't pay any attention at all, and she did fine.
That's awesome.
That's a bad teacher day.
What about your kids? Do you have to get involved with them?
So they have a Google Classroom, and I've had almost zero interaction with that, and there's really no Zoom, and I don't know. There's very little communication from the school to the parents. It's kind of bizarre, actually. It's kind of like, I think initially it was going to be like 8 days of homeschool or whatever, and it's like the school district basically said, do like these 20-minute assignments, and then we'll just regroup. But now we're going to get extended till the 30th. At least the 30th of April. So I don't know, maybe it'll change, but I don't know. It's like they're kind of doing like half school.
Weird.
We have spring break starting next week and not this week. And then we have
like the last 2 weeks, right?
no. Then we have spring break for 2 weeks starting next week. And that's going to be a huge pain in the ass to think of something to do at home for 2 whole weeks.
Right.
With no direction whatsoever.
Oh God.
I know.
Is there a point where you can start giving the kids alcohol?
No, not at 6.
This isn't Wisconsin.
So
in 1979.
Yeah.
Secret time. Now, what's the earliest you guys have drank on a weekday since this thing started?
I'm zero alcohol since the 18th.
Really?
No alcohol.
Why?
I don't know. I just haven't had a need to. I mean,
why? What are you doing to yourself?
I've had like 3 drinks in March, I think, total.
I think I'm going that route after the last bender.
Well, there's a big difference between I'm not drinking this month and I think I'm going to be an alcoholic by the end of the month.
Right?
I've had at least 1 to 2 drinks every day.
What's the earliest you've had a drink? And you don't have to tell us whether you went to work or not. Just
2:30.
Okay, that's not bad.
No.
No, didn't you put alcohol in your coffee on one time?
I think it was like 7:30 in the morning.
Like 9:30. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to put Bailey's in this coffee. I don't care.
Oh, man.
That was a good day.
Yeah.
Well, I started like at the kind of the first of the year for me. Like I just decided that I didn't need to drink like at home very much. It was kind of like I don't know, I wouldn't call it New Year's resolution because I don't really do those, but I was like, I don't really need to have a beer or 2 at like 4 nights a week. And so I decided I would drink when I go out to eat or like go to a podcast or whatever, hang out with people, whatever. And so now that I'm not doing any of that, I've just continued with that. And I don't ever leave the house or do anything. Yeah. So that's why I just have been doing it for a while now. That's, I think, why.
That was like my plan, like just before this all happened. That's just what I naturally did. And now I have nothing. So I'm just drinking more.
Yeah. Now,
Well,
Scott, didn't you say one day like something like, "Man, I wish I was like one of those people who could drink and smoke" or something like that?
I would be so drunk the whole time. Like all of my job, I can do drinking.
Like
No one would care. I would just
drunk 4 packs of smokes a day.
chain smoking, drinking. I would for sure. It'd be nice because then you could like get drunk. Like I've had a couple where I woke up and I didn't know where I was and didn't know what day it was and didn't know what was, and that's creepy because then you have to realize we're still in the, what do you call it now? The Corona.
COVID time.
COVID.
Corona time?
Quarantine.
Yeah,
Quarantine.
like it's not a dream. It's real. It's really happening.
Yeah.
Really happening.
Yeah. But
So as the ITI, like, is that still going on?
Iditarod is over.
Okay.
It's like 6 people finished.
It got canceled, right?
No, the foot people they wouldn't let proceed because the Bering Strait had too much water and overflow. So
Oh,
at
yeah.
about mile 800 or so, that race ended. But
Okay.
some of the bikes had still.
Good thing it was early then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were, yeah, just mile 800. It'd be like mile 80 of 100. You know, they're just like, well, sorry, you can't go any further. But yeah, those people were in for a rude awakening.
Did Bayat finish?
No, 800.
Oh,
Man,
So that was the last sport we had.
that was the
Yeah.
last sport, huh?
Now
What do
we
you
have
guys-
sports.
what do you guys think of all of the strange people running mileage in their living rooms or on helipads or
It's weird. Why?
I don't
It's
get
just
I don't get it
what
either.
people do, I think. You know, like
It's not
I
what
think I can imagine myself.
That's not what people do. That's not what people do at all.
I think I can
talking
imagine
about?
myself doing something like that if I was single.
I'm
And
just
like,
imagining this
have
like
a
old
job.
couple walking by. Jamil's up there on the helicopter. And they're, well, that's what people do. No, it's
No.
not. Who does that?
Some people do it.
No.
No, they don't. Nobody does it.
I don't know. In some way it's a little bit motivating because I look at them and I'm like, okay, if Michael Ortiz can run around his fucking living room for hours in this really small square, I can go for like a 2-mile run.
What if you had to do a 2-mile run in your apartment?
No.
This is my problem with it.
No.
You could never figure out if it was actually 2 miles. Because even if you're off by a little bit, you're running such a short distance that like you'd be off by a ton.
Well, I don't think you can use GPS.
What's
You
that?
have to
I
do it
don't
by
think you can use
steps.
the GPS. You have to physically like Michael's probably like measured the cardboard around his carpet and it's so many feet, so he figured out how many feet he has to run to do the 100 miles maybe.
Yeah, I can't. I'm like, what? That then you cut a corner or something. I just my OCD would be like, this isn't.
Cut the corner, it's like 7 inches.
All I heard you say was 7 inches.
So,
Scott's mom's usually fine with.
but so I can kind of understand. I want to still get my run-in guy who goes and runs in his neighborhood or has to run up and down his driveway or whatever. You know, like I want to run, so I'm getting. But I mean, running in a circle in your apartment or running around a house, like those things, and the fact that they're being televised, right? So that kind of begs the question, right? If there was no internet, if there was no social media, if there were no other people that were going to find out, would
Would they
these
still do
people
it?
still be doing it?
I don't know. I think there's 2 reasons that it could be valid to do. The 2 reasons I came up with were, number 1, you're raising money to help a local running store or a charity, etc., right? And number 2 is, you're dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety, and maybe just even if running around your living room is the only run you can get, maybe that helps with that.
Not
Right.
for like 12
Gives you
hours.
purpose. Right. Yeah, not for 12 hours, 40 hours, whatever,
Yeah. I'm also a little overwhelmed with the virtual races. Like so then every day I get up and I think like, who can I help? Like that's my big thing. Who can I help? So I can help by doing the Meet the Nation. That's covered. That's working. People like it. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think like, who else can? And then like Jamil said something to me, and I was just like, oh, I can help Jamil. I'll sign up for his virtual race. Holly's going to do we're going to race the 50K against each other. And that you guys should do it too. We should all like do 50K that same day though. We should start at like 7 a.m. And,
When is that?
April
it's between now and August 1st. So.
Oh.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we should do that.
But we should just all go. It's like one day, and then we know that each other is running. So that would be cool.
It'd be nice if the lakefront was open again.
Yeah. Well, they closed my park too. So both my parks.
We could just do it around our own blocks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I use that IIT because that's open and it's perfect. There's nobody there. There's 2 security guards. It's like my own private running path.
I already measured out my block. It's 2.37 miles.
Oh, you have a huge block. Mine's like 0.75 miles or 0.7 or something like that.
But if we're all doing like a marathon at the same time or a 50K at the same time, that might be fun. So I did 2 Jamils. I'm doing the marathon and the 50K. And then I signed up for 2 trots. I'm doing a 22.4 mile and 8 mile. And then I signed up for one of the band of runners because I figure I can help them, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of focusing on who are the race directors that I want to be around when this is over. You
Yeah.
know, Trot, Jamil, Scott Jones, band of runners. So I'm like doing that, you know?
Makes sense.
Oh, and I joined the Austin Trail Running.
I was looking at that today.
I just bought the membership, which entitles me.
The running company.
Yeah, I get like an hour a week on the treadmill there, and I get discounts on all the stuff. And
Oh, nice.
I'm probably never gonna.
Every time you're in Austin, you can go run on the treadmill.
And I told Pam I think I'll fly down there for a weekend and use all my hours at once. Just spend like the whole day on the treadmill.
Austin
I
is
was,
so pretty and so cool to run in.
Yeah, but she, you know, so that's something that like we can tell the nation. Let's say you can buy some shoes right now, or buy some shirts or some running equipment. Austin Trail Running Company would be great. You can find them on the internet. I'll put it on the show notes. But like if that's not a possibility, your local running store, your Fleet Feet, or whatever it is that's in your neighborhood, now is the time to go and buy stuff from them. You don't need to buy it from Running Warehouse. You don't need to buy it from Amazon or whatever. Go buy it from these local stores, or they'll be gone when you're done. And
Yeah, they want to come back.
let me tell you the story. Go ahead.
Think about even if they don't have a physical open store in your area, maybe try to buy some gift cards online to use when they open back up.
Restaurant food.
A lot of local running stores do have like virtual salespeople. Like one person is going into their store a week to answer the phone, answer email, answer Facebook chat. So you can email local stores and they'll send stuff out. Sometimes they have like a drop service where you can schedule to pick up something at a certain time and they'll leave it out the back door and you can pick it up. And they sometimes, some of the local running stores will even have a drop-off service where they'll do delivery in the area right around their store. So it's worth it a try to like contact your local store to see how they're operating right now, because they're definitely, a lot of people are getting laid off and a lot of workers are having to look for new employment, and a lot of running stores are going to close if they don't get some sort of support during this time. So
yeah,
definitely do it.
Same with restaurants too. Like what we're doing is we're thinking like we like Freddy's, we like Dolo, we like Nando's, we like Flacco's, like going to those places now so that they're there when we're done, or else they're going to close down.
I was asking Josie the other day, I'm like, you think the movie house will come back? You think it will ever come back? I mean, it could just be the end of it forever, right? Like the IMAX?
What's the movie house?
You know, like going out to a movie.
Like
Like
to
like a movie
the
theater?
studios are releasing them to like the cable channels for like, and you can rent them. New movies that just come out, they're like $20.
yeah.
You just sit at home and watch them whenever, you know.
I was thinking that when I drove by Six Flags, like, is that just done? We just not.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, Six Flags and Cedar Point took a huge hit after 9/11. Think about how much less they're gonna be used now.
I like watch movies with social gatherings and I like get anxiety. I'm like, what are they doing?
Right.
So many people so close together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I know, I
I
was
mean,
talking to Josie about that today. I'm like, okay, so let's say in a month, they say, okay, we're good to go. Let's all go back out. Let's go out to eat. Like, who's going to go out to eat right like in a month?
no.
I know.
A restaurant with 100 other people?
Ugh,
Yeah,
no.
I don't
it's
think
gonna be hard to come back from just emotionally. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be like, let's all go out to the middle of the street and hug tomorrow. I think it's going to be more like, you can go back to work, but you got to stay in groups of less than 10, or you got to, like, and it's going to get bigger and bigger as time goes by.
Yeah.
Again, not a doctor, not an expert, just
Yeah, me neither.
Speculating.
so the other thing that I learned is how dependent we are on Amazon and how they might be dicks. Maybe, I don't know. They're not listening, so it's okay if we talk about them. But I get
you
this
sure they're
scary
not
email
listening?
that says you're off the program of the click-through banner, and we're keeping all the money that you've already earned, and you don't get any of the money that's in the pipeline, and you're fired. And I was like, whoa. And the reason they say is because we put in Facebook, help out the show by shopping in the banner. Well, isn't that what everybody does? I don't understand. So somewhere in the fine print it says you can't tell people that you get anything if they click through the banner. Well, then why would anybody ever click through the banner? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all.
I don't get that.
I think it's just a loophole, and I think that they decided, well, everybody is cooped up in their house. We don't need people promoting us anymore. Everybody's buying from us. So they just kind of like arbitrarily found a way to get rid of everybody. And I wrote this long thing, and I said, I don't know if there's a person reading this, but if there is, I'm scared, you're scared, we're all scared. You don't know how much we need this money. I did this whole, he's drinking.
You getting a beer?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you guys
Go
know?
a lot longer in his house to get a beer.
Did you know there's a button I can push to mute people so that they're not allowed to talk?
Yes, I did know that.
I got
Very
that
well
kind of
versed in Zoom.
But I can't. I don't have that button. Only Scott has the button.
because
Yep.
I took, well, let me finish my story. So then they sent me an email and they said, no, fuck you, you don't get your money. So then I did another appeal and then they gave me back my money. So now we're back in action. So if you want to help out, I can't put this on the Facebook page. Go to 10junkmiles.com, click through the banner, go buy some shit from Amazon. Everybody's buying everything from Amazon at this point, right? I mean, that's where everything comes from.
Yep.
So click through the banner.
What'd you get, Adam? What you drinking?
Ooh.
Oh,
Dirty Bastard by Founders.
Oh,
you like that one?
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
just still hungover. All right, so let's talk about how we feel about training for our races. Did we talk about that? No.
No.
So, So Rachel, how are you going to get yourself motivated to go work out now?
that's a good question. I'm thinking about signing up for 2 races in the fall. I want to sign up for Brazos Bend. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Thinking about signing up for Brazos Bend and
Yep.
either the Indiana Trail 100 or Mines of Spain. They're on the same weekend, and I have wanted to do both. So one of those 2. Plus, I have the Great Lakes Relay in July, and this whole time I've needed to do a bunch of strength training. I need to get stronger. I need to get more flexible. So I'm trying to do that now, and I'm thinking about buying some yoga classes from the studio that I've gone to before and do them online because they're offering Zoom meetings for yoga. Scott just got a cowboy hat.
If I release it with the video, they'll see that though, right?
Oh, are you gonna
We're
release?
releasing the video?
I don't know.
Put this on YouTube.
Do it. You guys, I lost my hallucination hat and it makes me really sad.
Yeah, you've said that before.
Rachel, can you get me one?
I could maybe try. I could maybe work that out. Yeah.
I mean, all these fall races are going to sell out, right? As soon as they say we're good to
Oh
go,
yeah.
Yeah.
everybody that's not sold out already is going to be like, bam.
Yeah.
I'm guessing by July every race is going to be sold out. If that, the problem is we don't really know how this is going to work. We might have to do this whole thing over again in the fall. So I don't
Oh,
know.
don't say that.
Yeah, we might.
Can we talk for a second about how I'm not really sure why these race directors think it's a great idea to say, oh, race is canceled, so we're going to do it on October 4th, or we're going to do it on November 3rd. Like, they're just like helping out everybody by rescheduling it to another date, many of which we already have shit going on.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a bad idea. I think just saying, well, not this year is a better idea. Deferring if you want to offer something, then deferring. But even then, I don't think I mean, for things like this is the reason why there's a no refunds policy for races. Like this exactly, you know?
There's a new
A
refund
disaster that
policy?
you could, what's that?
Almost all races have no refunds.
Oh. I thought
No.
she said there was a new refund policy.
No,
No
the
refund.
no refund policy.
Got it.
Yeah, like a spring race that's canceled. I mean, too bad. This is like a disaster that's befallen all of us. Sometimes shit happens, you know?
Where are you going, Holly? You're just on the move.
I'm going to get a beer.
Oh,
Like,
you're
this is
taking us
worse than-
with you.
This is
We
the first
just
time we've seen the inside of Holly or Rachel's houses, too.
Oh,
This is something nice for the fans,
Mm.
watching Holly walk around.
My fridge is definitely the fullest it's ever been in its entire history.
Can you show us?
I sure can if you really want.
Yeah. Let's see what's in Holly's fridge.
I like all the magnets.
You have like a circle in your house? Did you just walk in a circle?
No, it was like a line. I just did a circle though to turn around.
I
Look
feel like it's
full at
3/4
all.
beverages.
So full.
It doesn't look full at all.
No, not even close.
The Oreos. So let me tell you.
Wait, you
I-
put Oreos in the fridge?
Let
Yeah.
me tell you. I keep a lot of things in the fridge because 2 years ago I had a moth outbreak.
Look
and
how
they were-
small her hand is.
Fucking everywhere. 30 moths every day of my life. It was horrible.
Does she talk this much with her hands when she's not on video?
Yes.
Okay. I
Bathroom.
never noticed that.
That's it.
Look at Holly's
Busy.
house.
Holly's house.
Nice. So you're using what, your phone?
My computer.
You just carried it around.
My laptop.
Laptop Adam, laptop Rachel?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
I put on some earbuds or some earphones just to look professional.
Ooh.
Yeah, we see that. That looks good. All right. So what else can we talk about other than this? Is there let me look on my board.
I'm not very motivated to train for Leadville at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
what about you
That's
guys
good
as
to see.
coaches? Did you have meetings with your coaches? What are your coaches saying?
I've still been coaching. We just released we have coaching calls coming up, don't we?
Next week.
Next week we'll probably all do another coaching call.
Yep.
Poor Liza, she's got nothing to work with because I'm
I
not.
got the, she just, we have the shared Google Doc, and she puts on there whatever I'm supposed to do, and then I just do that.
What's your thing, Holly? Is there a Google Doc or what? How do you know what to do?
It's a calendar like Google Doc, but it's not that fancy. Joe puts up workouts and I do them. Sometimes I don't. Like, this week I'm not in the clinic. I'm working from home. And so there's been some talk about, should I go into the clinic and do the treadmill? Is that something that's moral? Is that bad? I don't want to go there when somebody else is there. I don't know if it's okay for me to do that while I'm at work. And so it's just kind of I just don't do it.
There's a treadmill in my office and I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
Yeah, I mean, they are cleaning it all day long, but it's just
Who's
is
cleaning
worth
it?
it for me to increase my exposure by another hour in the clinic if I don't really need to right now?
Now you're in a unique position because you're exposing yourself all day to people.
Well,
When
not
I'm
this
in the
week.
clinic, yeah.
So is that scary? I mean, I went to the grocery store, or the car dealer, and when I'm out in the world, I'm afraid of everyone and everything. How do you do that when you're working?
I mean, I wear gloves if I feel like I need to.
You wear a mask?
No, but this week they said that they have masks for us for next week. So I don't know that I'll wear it or not. I guess probably if it's recommended, but it's not like I'm super close. I mean, I guess I'm within 2 feet of a couple people, their mouths, just because they're laying on their back and I'm stretching their shoulder. But I mean, I guess when you talk, your spit flies everywhere, right? And so if you're both talking, you could get that's how it.
Well, now they're saying it could be 27 feet.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it could be more airborne than they first anticipated too.
I think
right, so just
I think we
being in
don't
this-
know a lot about it.
Nobody
Yes.
knows anything about
We
anything.
just stuck it. We don't know shit.
Yeah, like nobody. I don't think anybody knows. Like I think everybody's guessing. Like
I'm
We basically just stay away from people as much as we can, but Holly's got to go touch them.
yeah.
work. Yeah.
Like,
So I mean, there then like I would, my company knows that. I don't know if I
That's a
should
different hat.
another hat. That's the same hat.
I wear this hat for the whole Badger.
It's a good hat.
My badge this is the Dave Proctor hat.
Yep. You need a feather. Oh, you got one.
the hidden feather, the secret feather.
Yeah.
He's putting on that race this weekend, isn't he? Isn't that who's hosting that big
Yeah.
backyard thing?
Oh, and then the double top 100's going.
They're still on.
Still on. Well, I know.
Wow.
I stormed out of the group. I told them that they're
Why?
all stupid and left.
Can we talk about it? What happened?
Well, so Susan Donnelly was posting that they were still going on with the race, and I was like, what? And I was somehow I'm a member of their group, and I saw the post, and they're like, well, we're going to start in waves, and outside's healthy and whatever, and I'm just like watching this, and I'm like, this seems like a really bad idea, like you're going to go ahead and do a race. So I just said, you know what? I probably shouldn't say anything, but I think it's irresponsible to put on a race right now, and I think if you do, you're stupid. And
How many people are in the race?
I don't know. We have to Google that. Let's Jamie that thing.
I got it.
Holly's
I thought about doing that race.
Oh, it looks pretty.
it's not too late.
On the 18th, I think.
Not gonna do it.
I found it.
April 18th. Okay. I kind of want to do it now. Entrance, right? I'm on the ultra sign up. There's give me all of them. It won't. Ugh. There's let's see. 19 people for the 100. 10 people for the 100K. 11 for the 50K. So they have 72 hours. Who the fuck? Okay, the 4 people are doing that, and no one's doing the 200, or at least I can't see it.
I don't know. I just think it falls into the category of all the things people keep talking about on the internet where they found a loophole. I'm gonna go run. I found a way to do it where no one's gonna get, and every time I see that, I'm just like, even if you're right, why is this important right now?
Right, right.
Just go run around Adam's neighborhood, or like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's what's like hard with me right now. It's like not being very motivated. It's like I have bigger fish to think about up here rather than like my training. So like my job, money, security, all that stuff is like taking up brain power and space up there, and it's just exhausting. And then I just don't feel like I just am not motivated to train.
Yeah. Well, I think that, I don't know if you said it or somebody else said it, then they see a picture of somebody like standing on a mountain talking about how awesome life is because they're out in the mountains, and you're just like, fuck
you. Like,
I'm worried about paying rent and dying, and you're
right. And I'm constantly being exposed, and it's just like, and you're on a mountain, like, ugh.
So you recently volunteered to be a frontline soldier in the war, right?
I did, yeah.
So what is that thing I got on my phone today?
Yeah.
I got a.
Yeah, it was scary.
That was really scary. I was running. I was like, oh my god.
Really?
Now we're getting hit from North Korea. What's going on?
There's missiles. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's part of me that feels responsible to help just because I'm healthcare worker. I don't know. You don't get into healthcare if you don't want to help somebody, and especially in a time of need. So I don't know. We'll see if I even get called. Maybe not.
I mean, you could do stuff, right?
I don't know.
Nursing home,
Maybe.
right?
I could help them walk. I don't know.
But what if they're like, I want you to watch those 9 guys over there in the ventilators,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I've never really.
You can take temperatures and blood pressures and things like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And I could like position people in bed or move people around and do that. So yeah, there's things I could do to help.
Positions in bed.
Position people in bed.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I can
Ultimately,
do.
though, I want to know what the fart count is for Rachel.
Yeah.
What?
The fart count.
Oh, I didn't notice. I don't have to count because I just let it go.
Has it been like a lot? I've had like 0 farts right now.
No, it hasn't been a lot. It was more earlier.
I'm on my 3rd roll of toilet paper.
The farts you have after a hangover are the worst.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. What else is going on with the nation? We got Meet the Nation. What about Slack?
Oh
Oh, I haven't even checked it in like 2 days.
God, it's overwhelming.
I just joined like 2 days ago.
There's
What's
too
that?
many channels.
I joined 2 days ago.
I don't totally know how it works.
Yeah, the channels. That's a new one for me. The channels today. Someone was talking about channels. I don't know what the channels are.
Those are all the different where it says £sign on the side. So there's like a discussion called good food porn, movies, music, random, which I thought was what we were doing, running,
I thought it was all just general.
running with
I thought so
dogs,
too.
shitty food porn, and then
Shitty food, running with dogs.
Wait, there's running with dogs?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
good.
a channel.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm going to take a picture of the screen and put it in the chat.
Of this screen?
Yeah. So that those guys can know what
So we have general. So up
I
here
like
on
how you took a picture with your phone
so the 3 lines up here.
instead of
Screenshot
using
it.
the screenshot and then just doing it on your computer.
So these are the channels.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, with the
Those
hashtag.
are all like separate conversations that are
Hashtag
happening
pound
right now.
Oh, all right.
It's so confusing.
Did everybody vote in the movie thing today?
No.
It's a Sweet 16. You got to go vote.
I'm not a big fan of that for some reason.
We're gonna do. David said he's gonna do. I said to him you should do bands next, and he said he was already working on that.
Wow.
Yum. He's on it, man.
Yeah,
I think people need projects.
That's true.
they need purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why people like their training schedule too. You know, and like going for their run. It's just like normalcy.
Yeah. See, I'm like the opposite. Like, I don't
Give me
wanna
the
do
one.
anything.
Part count.
Workout. Showing me a booger or something.
I'm at one.
Oh,
So this Slack, if you go to the 10 Junk Miles Nation, or if you need to find a way, just message Adam and he'll give you the link. This is a place where there's just
Do I know how to do that?
No, but it's fine.
no.
It's just a continuous chat of people that are in the 10 Junk Miles Nation. There's 104 people in there now, and I have not found a time at night when there isn't someone talking. So
But what is the Slack and like where did it originate from? And go back in history of this.
It's a work thing. Most people use it for work.
Really?
God started talking about something from like 150 years ago
Yeah.
in the
so
colonial
when I
days.
was
That's
young,
just a chat room. Remember they had those in the 90s?
Oh.
Where you just like type in this thing and you'd go to this blank screen
They're the
and
best.
start talking.
that was I was asking about if anybody still did that, because I went back to the chat room that I was in 1992,
Yeah.
and there's only one guy there that still knew who I was, and they called me an elder
Oh, wow.
because I was there in the olden days, like
Oh my
before
God.
all of them, and it was almost like a dinosaur showed up somewhere. They had a lot of questions for me, and
I
so
feel like Go
huh?
ahead.
So I asked the nation, and then they said, "Oh, well, we use the Slack now. Someone created it, and it's just a chat room, but it's turned into like an entity of its own, you know." And it's not necessarily that we're there, but we watched a movie there the other night. That movie was fucking terrible, but we had a really good time.
it was really fun.
Yeah.
What did
It
you
was
watch?
really fun.
Sling Blade. That movie's
had-
so bad.
It took
And
me. Go ahead.
I just remember watching it. I remember nothing about it except that Billy Bob Thornton was in it, and it's terrible.
It wasn't that terrible.
Like, remember, like maybe like 2 years ago, Scott, we had this idea of like we should do like the Mystery Theater 3000 on the couch. Too far.
Oh,
I do remember that.
Yeah, this is like chat room version of that. It
Yeah,
sounds
we
like.
could probably do that now with Zoom too.
Yeah.
we could.
Like I could probably put a movie in another window, and then we could just all watch it together and talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be a stupid ass movie like Bruce Lee Kung Fu or something.
Did you know you can watch there's like a feature on Netflix where you can watch things together and like
Yeah, we tried that. You have to download like an extension and then you have to watch the movie on this device.
oh, well that's dumb.
Exactly.
We'll work with it. We'll try and figure something.
It's way easier to sit there and watch the same movie and start it all at the same time and then chat on your phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we did. It took me at least like 30 minutes to make the connection that Carl is Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes.
I was like, where's Billy Bob? And they're like, it's Carl. And I was like, no.
How do you not know who Billy Bob is? Well, never mind. That's a dumb question.
It was just like watching a movie with someone that you're friends with, you know?
Wait, who did the thumbs up thing? How do you do that?
There's a button at the bottom that says reactions.
Reactions.
I only have 2 of them though.
Yeah.
Let's get the business out of the way really quick.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by, let's just say Path Projects, because I don't know.
I'm wearing Pat Project's hoodie right now.
Let's see that. Stand up and model that.
Let's
That's
show
nice.
it off.
It's a short sleeve hoodie?
No, I just have my sleeves up because I'm hot.
Does it
Oh.
got the holes
Nice,
for
like
the
it's
watch?
got this like if you're wearing it long, it's got this little thing that goes over your watch, and then you
That
can
is so cool.
It's super.
I love that.
It's really thin and it's really comfortable. And
I
Josie
love
calls
the
it my
watch window.
Josie calls it my sexy hoodie. She says I look good in it.
Ooh.
So,
I'm thinking, wow.
Wow.
beers, podcast, and then I mean I got nothing better to do, right?
So Adam's got a sexy hoodie. If you want a sexy hoodie, go to pathprojects.com. They got shorts, they got liners, they got all kinds of stuff, and we want to support them. We want them around in the BC, or AC after Corona, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the new world, as I like
Yep.
to call it. So yeah, help them out. They've been doing stuff, watching their videos. They got new short. Did you try the new shorts yet?
I did. They sent me a new pair of shorts. I don't remember which ones they were, but they're really nice. They have a really huge. There's just one pocket in the back, and it's huge. Like it would fit. Fuck, it almost fit an iPad in there. It's so big.
Whoa.
And the front pockets, which are both zippered, which is nice.
So that's the new.
Why would you need to run with an iPad?
You don't, but like so. Path Project shorts are you. I mean, I've worn a lot of different brands of shorts, running shorts through the years, and a lot of men's shorts have this zippered pocket in the back, and a lot of times, especially with newer phones, they're not really big enough. Holly wouldn't have this problem because she has little hands, so she needs a little phone, but they're not really big enough to hold a phone. And then with the big phones, the Path Project shorts, they fit your phone, which is nice. And then not only that, but however they design the short and then the position of the pocket, you can run with them and the phone doesn't bounce. And it doesn't make your shorts want to fall down, and you don't even notice your phone is there. It's really nice. I mean, they're the best shorts for like running with your phone by a lot. And I've worn probably 10 different brands of shorts. So
Wow.
yeah, and then like their Sykes PX short has 3 separate pockets. The middle one is for your phone, and then the other 2 you could put gels in or whatever. They're really nice. So
I think the one that you have now is the Graves PX.
yeah, the Graves, yeah.
Olive
The
red.
Sykes, yep.
Yeah, it's got a big pocket in the back. So
Yeah, but then they've got 2 front pockets, and both of those are zippered as well, and they're big, like like men's shorts pockets.
yeah, so go to pathprojects.com, get some shorts, get some shirts, help them out, helps out the show. Tell them that we sent you. Other business, as I stated earlier, you can still click through the banner. Go to 10jumpmiles.com, click through our Amazon banner. We get stuff for it, and
Can we say that?
yeah, we can say it. We just can't put it on the public
Facebook?
Facebook page or the website.
Did you read the whole terms of use now?
It's like 900 pages long.
So you didn't read it.
No, I'm going to get fired again eventually. But 2 more months out of it. What I did is I went back to our Facebook page and I removed every reference to Amazon, even if it was just like, buy Allison Kirk's book, here's the listing. And everything that said Amazon.
Wow.
Oh, that must take him like a day, more.
Like 20 minutes, but still.
Okay.
Other things that you can do to help out the show if you want to, you can join Patreon. Now, a lot of people have, Well, some people have lowered their Patreon, and I totally understand because we're going through a tough time. That makes sense to me. Other people, knowing that we're going through tough times, like Ultra Granddad, for some reason, upped his to $100 a month.
Whoa.
Wowza.
Aggressive.
That's aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that the Jonathan Sellers screen was the highlight of my life, but Ultra Granddad going up to $100, that's a lot, you know.
Did you
That's
get
a lot.
the seller screen on the wall?
Oh yeah, it's up,
Wait.
up right above me,
Okay.
so that's on all day long.
That's
But
awesome.
when you guys are here, I'll move it. If you guys ever come here again, if you
Maybe
don't,
next
this whole screen was just a fucking waste of time.
Except for you get to watch the market news.
Yeah. But if you want to go to patreon.com, here's the easiest way we all win. Everybody give $1 a month. If everybody listens to this show, gives $1 a month, it'll pay all of our bills and we'll never have to worry about money. And that's pretty easy to do. Again, if you're poor or if you're going through a tough time, you lost your job, like everybody I know has, don't do it. But if you can, we appreciate it. And you don't get anything extra for it at all. So I'm going to read the list because we haven't done this in like a month. And these
You're going to
people-
read the list?
I'm going to read the list. So
All right.
go ahead, get a beer. Got to clear my throat. These are the people.
Corona clearing?
It's been 14 days. I think I'm going to clear. These
Do
are the
you do you look at people different when they like cough or sneeze now? You're like,
I try not to.
I still
tell
don't feel totally right.
I
still-
tell Imogen before we go outside and on a run, I tell Imogen, you can't cough.
Right.
For the love, don't spit on the ground.
no
We all
more
need, we all need
spitting.
those skull face buffs and just walk around with those all the time.
Yeah.
No more spitting.
If anybody
I
needs,
spit yesterday. Today.
if anyone needs a buff, 10 Truck Miles, we got them in the store. We're never going to run out. So
I need a band of runners buff.
I got them.
All right, I'm
I
gonna.
just got the sugar badger ones delivered.
They're at your house?
They're at my house. Can we go
Sure.
get them? What's
Yeah.
that?
Go get one. Go get one.
I'll
Go get
read the
one.
names.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
12 Paws, Jens, Grafenholler, Bloody Don, Eric Strand, Delta King, Kankles Cooper. Oh, you must have had an experience.
Ankles Cooper.
Art Sundry, John Sharp, Dairy Queen Rachel, Mindy Duncan, that's Mindy Crotchfire, right?
Yep.
Randy Wright, Greg from Saskatoon, the Ellsworths,
Hey, oh.
Maureen Lesack, Lauren Duncan, Robin Toots Magoots, Grappa, Candy Kemp, Mike Finstead, Shanna S., Jeff Bailey, David Dushkin, Mark Bauman. I thought that Mark Bauman was the $100 guy. Granddaddy, Ultra Granddaddy. DJ Denton, A Bird Run Slow, Todd Good, Sean D., Jake Turner, Denise Cassiano, Tyler Kirk, the fucking epic, what is this? Hold on. Episcopalian. Andrew Chenell, Mark McGraphic, Scott's a dork. Who's that? I don't even know who that email is. Whoever you are, you're in trouble. Jeff Pickles, Craig Haig, West Tex Tom, Sarah Hageman, Lisa Mac and Cheese, Brian Korgard. I think he might have just finished the Iditarod. Derek Hartman, Simpson 2, Angela Johnson, Anna Banana Filey Schubert,
Ooh.
Heather Carr, Matt Barker, Travis Dingle, Renee Hibbard, Newman, Elizabeth,
Newman.
not Tanya Harding. Page 2. Susan, a plotter. Holy Jesus shitballs. Carrie runs 100 miles. Finger. One fart, sorry. One fart for Adam.
One part for Adam.
The
Is that
Bohemian,
what that was?
Yeah.
Oh my
the
god.
Bohemian Boner.
My
Ultra
Ragnar bottle opener.
Ugh.
Running Company. Eileen Dover. Camille Squatty Potty. John Eisen. Rick Stanley. Duck Duck Boobs. Jeff Hallbrook. The Dread Pirate Roberts. Eric Ultra E. McPherson. Narcoleptic Ultra Runner. A Sphincter Says What. Brett.
What?
Aaron, Cheesehead Forever, Go Pack Go, Sean Cox, John Miller, Scotty sells seashells by the seashore, Mari Baldwin, Matthew Amo. Mari Baldwin, I think she's on the front lines.
Who?
Mari Baldwin,
Yep.
yeah. Matthew Amo Sarah West, Ron Watson, Trisha Becker, Erica Flack, George Astrid Hoyt. George says hi. He's been checking.
Hi, George.
Patty Bennington,
Kitty.
Whitney Rittman, Paul Glog, Ugo Drainville, No Fear Project, the No Fear Project, Eric and Debbie Lindroth,
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Ben Smeardoff, Jeffrey Flights, Jose Williams, Azam Politov, who's now doing the Badger, by the way, because the AC 100 is canceled.
But he's doing Leadville with us too, right? That's like 2 weeks
Yep.
after.
Yep. Can we make our own slam with Leadville, the Badger, and like
Brazos?
the world's longest turkey trot? I mean, that would be the worst slam ever.
Billy Oliver Closeoff Hubbard,
No.
Douglas D. Rex Guliana, James the Biker, Brad Manners, Shay Merritt Duff, Jen Run Ventures, Ben Thacker, Megan Fitzgerald McGowan, Donna, Paul Watke, Eddie Pedroza, Rob Devine, Chili Billy Clem, who's sending me a painting by what's that guy? John Godinay, the
Ooh.
ALS interview. We're gonna put it on the wall in the office. The ALS guy that I interviewed. He
Oh.
has paintings. Mitch Clark, Thad Will, Runs with Gators, Amy Weidler Heighton, Paul Schlegel, Amanda Wong, Trina Chelino, Daniel Slater, Matt Hoadley, Finja, the Finnish ninja. The Finja, the Finnish ninja. Method Matt, OTRAMM, Outram, John Noctegal, Jada Freer, Dave Mead, Jordan Kitt, Mark Mills, David Nowosiewski, Nuclear Jewelry Coupon,
Whoa.
Kevin Jordan, Kristen Astrid, Chris Walker. Fuck, I'm running a 50 miler.
Yeah.
Kata, 55, Jeffrey Fight, Cooper Hayes, Allison Kirk, Matt Bromley, Team Chicken, Scottish Trail Runner, She Sells by the Sea.
Oh, they got you.
Dan from Down Under, Corey West, Dirt, spelled with a U, 50K. Ashley Got His Heart, Walk Fast, Run Slow, Amy Weiner, Kenneth, Tipsy Hustle Greenwood, Nathan Gehring, Stephen Banfield, who's in Thailand. He's under quarantine because he came from dirty America. Jesse Reinhardt, Arnie V, Jeffrey Fleischer, Jeremy Klutz, Daniel Sweeney, CLV, Phil LaCroix, Jen Collins, Josh McVeigh, Steve Tersey, TJM Leadville Finisher Prize Fund.
Ooh.
Things have changed since last time. Tom Cipollina, Simon,
But
Tyler Winnas. B2 has been drawing Strava map dicks in quarantine. Well, one of you guys has to pick the winner.
oh, Rachel.
Oh.
Okay. Kyle, the champ is here, Nordquist. The champ is here. Irish Hillbilly, Camille 2.0, Matt Go Cyclones Millard, Tim Owie, do it again, Nelson. Amber Morelli, Dan O, Davey, who's still in the Navy, Kelly Kirkpatrick, Chocolatey Chip, Judy Holden, Run Like an Antelope, member of the Chosen Nation.
That's the text group, right?
Yeah, that's at Holly's secret text group. So if you might remember from the last episode, we picked random people and put them in a group text, and now Holly has continued that text indefinitely.
What was that original text? Like something about boners?
Yeah.
And yes or no or something?
I just read somebody who was called Member of the Chosen Nation.
Ooh, I wonder who it is.
Oh, Scott's up to 3 parts.
Jen Mason, Rich Fila, Dana LaRose, Missing Tooth Runner, Asian on the left, Scott Cater, Powered by Pop-Tarts, Scotty sells seashells by the seashore, Sam Kraft, Kevin Kramer, Sexy Cat, doesn't need help.
Sexy Cat doesn't need help.
That's from when me and my little sister and our friend Tiana were on the trail and we rescued a cat. But I don't know, somehow we got to the subject that if a sexy cat is meowing, it doesn't need help.
Well, it just needs a man. Cat.
A big old Tom.
Right.
Bendover, Doc, Jonas Petruno, Nathan Horkinson, John Bodner, Sean McDermott, Chris Fox, Krishna M., The Bearded Scholar, Dan Shaw. That's M&M guy. Is that right? Dan Shaw?
I don't know. M&M's.
Alex,
What do you mean?
Alex Pirot,
M&M's?
Tracy Gessner, Lars Lundquist, Mark Marmosato, Casey Dowling, Kilted Hasher, Joseph Oso Beers. Holly is my girl crush.
I know who that is, I think.
Who?
Who?
Can't
Who?
say it, right?
Say it. Say it.
Say it.
Eric Bruce, right?
Nope.
No? Ah.
Probably a girl if Holly is a girl crush.
It's a girl.
Oh,
Ray
yeah.
Gorski, I eat 10 junk miles for breakfast. Ryan Mayer, Jim Demerit, Ben Harner, Matthew Runs, The Hill Smith, The Orilla Gorilla, Verity Mathis, Emma J, Deborah Simon, Bandana Man. Peter-
Deborah Simon is a friend of the Lindros, and she rides horses, and I have to say hi. Mm-hmm.
Bandana Man Swanson, Peter Catalan, 10 junk miles, runs Minds of Spain 100. Ooh.
There you go, Rachel.
There you
There
go.
you go. I'll be there anyways.
Lancelot, Bearded Ultra Bonker, Anthony Mueller, Garrett Basil, Mickey Loves Desi, pronounced Daisy, Jimenez. That's Mike Jimenez.
Oh, yeah.
Daisy. I didn't know it was pronounced Daisy. I thought it was Desi or something.
Right.
I like her. Sean Barnes, Chris Smith, Lexi Kanzler Pitt, Gavin Saxton, Messieso Macho, Pickles, Ron Anderson, Keith Hedger, Matt, some vegan dude, Weeble, Joan DeMeyer, Kristen Kaltararik, Runner, RWE, Mile 62 Podcast, Gelato, Bray and Sophie. We're not going to get to see them.
That's sad.
The Porcelain Prince, Nate Jackson, Matt Matheny, Craig Bernier, Sophie C, Cinder Brown, the Filipina Puma, Jeremy Anderson, Kama Switch, Cat Bubba, Tiger 10 Miler Trail Race in Byron, Illinois, Brian Cutts, John Binnix, Joey Alphonse, Greg the fucking Preacher, it's Mark from Africa, Kimberly Macy, Poom Urgency Expert. Almost done, guys. The Real Tim G, Christopher Madman Martin, Tess Calls, Mike Bresno A, Dang Lin Wan, Harry Hugh Jasperson, Bill, Brian Oakham, Aaron Pack, Penny Moose, Runner Williams, Jesse Hates Chickens and Baseball Canfield, Alicia, Rachel is a MILF.
Whoa.
Oh, Rachel's got a fan.
Ooh, Rachel.
Milk.
Matt fucking King K, you are all awesome. Ben Sue, Andrew Ruthenbeck. I'm so glad you didn't get Tal Mersa, Rob French, Joseph Rabinowitz, Audrey Wilt, Cultra Crew, Jimmy Cultra lives loud. Cultra is the cult of Ultra Cultra.
Was that all one?
They're pushing the Cultra.
I think they want to advertise the Cultra.
Cultra is like 10 junk miles for New England.
What are they doing about the baseball?
Huh?
Isn't that the one, the Cultra, is that, which one is the Iowa one?
Iowa.
Chihuahua. Cultra, they do gang
Need to
shows.
combine together.
Yeah, Culture does gang shows just like us.
Oh, okay.
But I actually helped them get their podcast, give them advice and stuff, so I'm not complaining. Pink Shorts and Honey, they're not as good as us. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to hold back on it. We're better.
We're pro, right? I
We
mean,
should definitely find some way to put 10 junk miles all over something of theirs.
Yes. I'm on it.
Matt Nice Shoes, Wanna Bluff Robles. Mary Carne Asada, Leo from Finland, David Burslem, Brian Hall, 10 Junk Memes, Bonky Kong, Beth Say My Name, Scotty Kelly, Beth Kelly, Stephen Rich, Heather I Do What I Want Cobb.
Nope.
Did you listen to her interview?
No, not yet, but I want to. I heard it's good.
Running with Crohn's and Colitis Strava Club.
Ooh, that sounds poopy.
Todd coached by Rock True. Jonathan Hill, Josh Fat Too Fast, Hobian, Geo Big Old D.
Big old daddy? Big old D? What?
Yeah, it's Gio Mio Medio from the Colorado.
What does he mean by big
Thank
old
you.
D?
Gio de Monico.
It's his last name.
DeMonico?
Dio Miko, right?
Something. It's the Miko de Miko something.
Okay.
Stephen Gets It Done. Carter Dodd. Scott Gale. Fire Crotch. Fire crotch.
Firecrotch, it's Mindy, right?
We already did Mindy though. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Another fire crotch.
Fire crotch. Mindy Fire crotch Duncan is another fire crotch competitor.
Whoa.
Daniel Whitmore, Rebecca Joyner, Rick Berg, Kevin Hart, Sweaty Betty, Martha Shue. Last group. Majestic AF.
As fuck.
Andy Noyes, Todd Evans, Tony Nichols. Please stop calling me.
Chief. What's up, Chief?
Clean winning. Mike Asher and Oscar Delgado. Trail Dominator Drew Bruth. Michael Confetti Cannon Henderlong.
You got any dicks around?
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Glenn Zidane, Deanna Little Mom Loves Trails, Andy Lone, Michael Fraunizer, Sean Humphrey, Jameson Swift, Eric Goebel, Camille Heron, Charlotte Wilson, Todd Kleist. Where the fuck is Skinny Kilt Runner?
No Skinny Kilt Runner.
Fuck him anyways.
What?
Whoa.
Tough times, man.
He changed his name. He's the Kilted Hash Runner.
Oh, okay.
Well, fuck that guy anyways.
Fuck that.
Skinny, you can't change your name. That screws the whole thing up.
Yeah.
It kind of does.
I'm sending him a message.
Good.
Somebody fill for me.
Ooh, look at that. Sugar Badger bluff.
Whoa.
Rockin'.
Can I have one?
Sure.
That's awesome. That's great.
Hope it gets to happen. It's our hopes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna it all depend on DNR basically, right? Permit. So if they we're gonna do it.
If they give you the okay, are you guys gonna do any type of social distancing or waves or bucket?
Basically, the state, the DNR, they're in charge. The city, whatever. I mean, if they say we can do it, and they say you can do it, but you have to do this or do wave starts or whatever, we'll do whatever they require.
Yeah.
If they let us do it.
I will wear the gloves and the mask, but in a bikini. So that may
Whoa.
defeat the purpose of the COVIDs getting into people's aid station food.
And I'm sure, like, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day, you know, like, even if they let us do it, let's say they let us do it, I mean, aid station food's probably not going to be community pile of food, you know, I mean, we'll have to do some sort of modification with wrapper things or, you know, things like that, or maybe have people bring their own drop bags for aid. I mean, there's going to be probably some sort of modification, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my current position, which is just me, is we don't know anything about anything, so let's just wait a couple weeks. They say that it's going to be like the Black Plague for the next 2 weeks. So,
right.
And no one's forcing us to make a decision. We changed it to wait list only. Nobody's paying any money to sign up anymore, you know, so what's the rush? You know, let's give it a couple weeks and see, you know, I mean, if and here's the other thing. Let's say that you're listening to this, you live in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and you are worried about your flight and your travel plans, and we have a 1-year deferral plan. Just fucking defer, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
So let's not get hasty. This is what I tell Holly every time she freaks out about something. Like, everything is changing every second, and nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
And the best case scenario is they say, you're good to go. We have a month to take care of everything. And then it's a big motherfucking party.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to come, hang out, and right?
Yeah.
And if they say you can't do it, or you can't do it because we can't have groups of more than 10, then let's just 5 of us go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 of us.
Yeah.
That wasn't 4. That's not 4 farts. That I was indicating that 4 of us.
I'm still 0 farts.
0 farts?
Rachel?
0
I
farts.
think I'm at 4. I lost track.
Can we get a finger count of that?
She was at 0, and then she went to 4.
Then sneaking them in. That's the whole point. Like, nobody knows.
I want a big one. I don't want to sneak it in. Just give me a big one.
Adam did not sneak his in. He just laid it all out there.
made soup.
Oh, so you could hear it? No.
Yeah, he did it earlier on this.
It made it so nasty, this pot of soup. Like, and I was just like, these big, long, loud ones for like hours. It was awesome. She was,
Gross.
Oh,
oh, we got a tie for the lead. Got 2 flip 4.
That was loud.
fart lead. Who's on the fart lead?
Deadpool, Curly Neal from the Harlem Globetrotters.
Did I do a Deadpool this year? I must not have. Because I
You
don't remember.
don't know.
I'm currently in 6th place.
Why would we know?
You're in
Because
6th place,
you can
Adam?
see it. I don't know.
No.
I don't think we're gonna count Corona people though. Probably.
Really? That's
I think if they die, they got to count, right?
they gotta count.
Yeah.
No, next year, that's going to be the bonus category, right?
Yeah.
Now he's going to spit her beer out. Did you just spit that back into your beer?
Oh my god.
Before you're sending the emails, just remember this is a humorous podcast, and we're just trying to have a good time.
That was funny.
You spit your beer back into your beer?
No, I was in my mouth and I swallowed it, but it took a minute.
Ah, that's what he said.
All right, we got one more important category, and I know it's the elephant in the room. Nobody wanted to bring it up. I'm going to be the one.
What is it?
Let's talk about the Tiger King.
Who's
Talk
is it?
about it.
Watched it to the end?
I'm still on the first episode.
I finished it.
You're done?
I'm done. I
I'm done.
finished it.
I'm done. Watched all 7 episodes or whatever it was.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't
So
want to spoil it for
1
Rachel.
and 2, and then done. So what can we talk about?
Okay, let's talk about the first episode. What do you think about it? What do you feel good about the Tigers? Bad about the Tigers? What do you feel about Joe? Is he good? Is he bad?
I feel like
Kind of mad about it. Like I'm convinced that I don't trust this Carol woman at all. But I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. It's definitely interesting.
What do you know about Carol right now?
Very little, other than the fact that Joe wants to kill her and like is mad at her about everything, and she's rescuing tigers, and she's painted right now as the good guy. But like, I don't trust a woman with a full walk-in closet full of animal print.
Right?
It's just too much. It's too much.
Scott, what do you think?
I think thank God for the coronavirus, or else these guys would never be famous, right? First,
Right.
I
Nobody
think that if the coronavirus is over tomorrow, we'll be referring to it as the Tiger King virus, the Tiger King era. Like it's definitely going to be the theme of everything.
Yeah.
But here's the problem I've been having. I wake up at 5 every day, and then I busy myself, and then when we watch movies at night, I always fall asleep. I fall asleep every night at like 7 or 8 o'clock. Wake up at 10 or 11, and then I go upstairs and then I read. So like my timer's all screwed up. So I've watched like half of a few episodes, and I think it's just freaky and dumb. Aaron sent me a text.
Oh, hold on. Does that mean that Kyla has watched more? She's watching this without you?
Easily, yes.
Because this doesn't seem like something that Kyla would watch on her own.
I got the show a recommendation from Kyla.
Whoa! Was this from a like dinner date video conference thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, Kyla's been watching, and then when I fall asleep, Kyla puts on Disney Plus Disney movies, like classic. She was doing Aladdin. Swear to God, woke me up. She's singing on the top of her lungs.
I love it.
What was the song from Aladdin?
I don't know.
No idea.
Oh.
My heart will
Which
go
one?
on.
There's a lot of good ones.
What's the big song?
On the carpet
One where
ride.
they're on the carpet.
Yes.
Yeah, the carpet ride one that they're, the Princess Jasmine and Aladdin are hooking up.
Yeah.
And it's some famous singer,
A
too.
Whole New World.
Yeah, Whole
A
New World.
whole new world.
Who sings it?
No idea.
Naomi Scott.
Oh,
What's
I
that?
I don't know.
Jasmine.
Okay, Adam.
watched all of the Disney princess movies like 50 times because I have a daughter who was, wants two. And Mulan is by far her favorite movie.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good one. Mimi, they all make me fucking cry. Okay, Adam, watching the whole thing, Tiger King, what do you think without spoiling it? Can you give me like a bottom line or something?
So I'm trying not to spoil it, but the bottom line is everybody's fucking assholes. Like they're just all assholes.
It amazes me that
Terrible people.
they're terrible people. And it's like, how does this happen? Like, how are people so terrible?
So I keep thinking this too. Like, okay, this is happening. The Tiger King is in Oklahoma, right?
Yes.
Does Camille know these people, or does she know of them? Has she driven
You have
past?
to, right?
Like, I want to know Camille's take on the Oklahoma Tiger King dude. Right?
I almost want to just invite her to the fucking thing right now.
You should.
Can we? Can
The shitter again.
let's catch her on the shitter again.
Connor will just give her here's the fucking,
Here's the phone. I'm gonna go grocery shopping.
shitter with Camille.
I don't know how to do it.
You add people.
Send her an email invite.
Yeah, you can just send her an invite right now through email.
It's gonna work. I'm just gonna send her a message.
I had the same thing as Rachel. Like on the first episode, I thought this Carol Baskin chick, she's awful. Like she's terrible too.
Yeah.
They're all fucking terrible.
Episode 1 was just terrible.
It's like it's heartbreaking from like a humanity standpoint, and then it makes me like really super sad for like the animals. Like I don't know how they're treated and if they're fed well. Like it just doesn't seem that way, but I don't know. I don't know how the slum of the earth, like those people can.
How? 6. Okay. I want to know. This is another question I had. How the fuck do all these low-life, weird, strange, criminal fucking people have millions of dollars?
Right? How?
What the fuck?
Because they're breeding tigers illegally.
Like, it's got to be drugs, though, right?
It has to be that
That's
too.
a pretty good guess.
Like, how do they get so many followers on Facebook?
They have tiger kitties, the little baby kitties. I mean, I have figured out, like, if God forbid, if I'm ever single again, hopefully not, I'm getting a tiger kitten just to get laid.
You have a tiger at the aid station at the Badger?
You can have any man you want, I think.
You
Can
could
we
have,
have a tiger mascot for TJM?
that would be awesome, is if you could have the Tiger King AIDS
No.
station. Get Billy Wilson to dress up like the Tiger King, and you could wear the leopard print and
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
can
god.
leopard print bikini now for the Sugar Badger aid station.
bring
Oh
your
my God.
cat,
We
put your
do
cat
that.
in like
We
a
can totally do
cage, and then
Oh my God.
We'd have to
That-
get like a big stuffed tiger and put it in a cage. That would be funny.
Oh my God. So funny.
Holly's writing down notes right now.
I am.
Like we are really in the basement together. Tiger King aid station. Get leopard print.
That just blew her mind.
Oh my God. Yes. That would be easy. Now I need to go to Amazon for a tiger bikini.
In episode 1, Rachel and Scott,
Look through the banner.
Doc Antle.
Mom?
Yeah. I haven't guessed.
Imogen?
Hi, Imogen.
Hi.
What's up, girlfriend?
Missing teeth.
I wanted to watch
Imogen,
your call.
I have something to tell you.
Hey, you gotta-
watch you.
We're
I have
not gonna
something.
watch.
I have something to tell you. It's very important. Are you listening?
What?
Go touch your face.
Be very careful because your mom is farting.
That was a joke, right?
No,
No.
your mom is
Sister,
farting.
this is no joke.
It was a joke.
She's up to 4 farts right now.
Imogen,
Yeah.
where'd your front teeth go?
My front teeth.
It was
I
the-
love them.
One of your teeth is growing back though, right?
Yeah. And I got two granite teeth down here.
What are you learning about?
What's your tongue?
I'm learning about money in school.
Ooh.
How do you like Vroom or Voom? What is this, Zoom?
Zoom.
Yeah. And do you know what? I'm using Seesaw and Zoom. Are you using Seesaw?
No,
We're not using Seesaw now.
we don't know what we're
What are
doing.
you talking about?
To do the ads, post it on Seesaw to do the ads.
No, we don't use Seesaw to do ads.
She knows more than any of us combined.
It's a good thing you guys aren't
Touring
drunk.
the world like in a year.
What is going on and what's wrong
Oh,
with
we
this
could
girl's
just
mouth?
you could just write out something you have to do, and then there's ad response, and then you add a response to it, and then everyone does it, right?
So if Rachel was doing this, she would put on a piece of paper, "Stop farting." Right?
Yeah, no, you'd have to take a picture of that and upload it to Seesaw.
All right, what are we doing for the next week? Let's wrap it up. What's the plan? What do you got planned next week? Does anyone have anything scheduled in the next 7 days?
I might not be wearing pants for a week.
I have to go back to work on Monday.
I might not be wearing pants right now.
Right?
Oh, Imogen, is she wearing pants?
Are you wearing pants?
I am.
Is your mom wearing pants?
Am I wearing pants?
Are those leopard print pants?
Yeah, the leopard
Nice.
print.
Nice.
If nobody has anything going
You
on.
know what I like to do? I like to tell myself to stop crafting stinky gadgets. Because I literally craft a lot of stuff and it normally turns out really stinky. Like I got a stinky stockinator.
What are you talking about?
Like literally. Like they like if you press the button, they give you a sinky stock. And I can't, and I seem to not be able to stop crafting them.
Okay. Now, thank you.
Thank you.
All done.
All right. Well, there's nothing else going on. Also, if you want to send packages, 20 South Clark Street, Suite 1620, Chicago, Illinois, 603. And if you want to send anything, send toilet paper to Rachel.
Rachel.
Rachel needs toilet paper.
She's out of booze too. She needs booze too.
Booze and toilet. We have an urgent call. Booze and toilet paper for Rachel.
I just found a woman's sexy one-piece swimsuit bikini. That's a tiger.
How much is it?
$16.99. Adding it to the cart.
So,
You guys gotten into the Doc Antle episode yet? Oh, okay.
All right. It's bedtime at the Ingle House. I gotta read a bedtime story.
I gotta figure out what this file is, where it is, and what I can do with it.
Good night, stars.
Good night, Moon.
Good night.
Nothing.
Good night.
Everybody poops.
Mouse.
Everybody poops. Scott wants to
Everybody
work.
good?
I think I ended at 5.
Scott had 6, he said. I only had 1.
Crazy.
I only
Go
had
for it.
Little hands, no fart.
I gotta pee though. Again.
Wash your hands when you're done.